Today I fucked up by playing a video game and making the cops turn up. So, today was really a big mess for me. It all happened because of COD Warzone on my PS4. To all of you who do not know it, it's a battle royale game played by 150 real-time players to kill each other and survive till the last. We had a Samsung 43-inch in our home until a week ago, that it stopped working and we decided to get a new one and booked a badass 55-inch Sony Bravia. The new TV won't be here till the 25th of this month. As I had no TV to use my PlayStation 4, I unplugged all the wires and took it to my bedroom where I have my personal computer. I plugged in the wires to the monitor. Everything goes well, but the thing is, I live in Bahrain, a Gulf country near Saudi Arabia, and it's pretty darn hot in here. I booted up my PS and was about to play it, but I just looked out in the balcony and the weather is chilly. I thought it as a great opportunity to pull my setup near to the balcony as the cool breeze would directly hit my face. I got it done. Everything's going well. I started my PS, wore my headset. This is where I fucked up. When I played it on my TV, I did not use headphones even once, because I don't like to. It's just TV sound and I'm okay with that. So, anyways, I started to play it. Mind you, I don't live in an apartment, I live in a house surrounded by a calm neighborhood and retired military personnel / foreigners. I'm a bit of a raging player and keep yelling at myself because I play games for fun and it's really hard to give a competition to a person who's been playing since day one. My friends, who I play with, are total dumbasses who don't give a shit about winning and only play because I play it. We play for 3 hours straight and then, I get up to take a leak, and while I was coming back to the bedroom, I heard a doorbell. I just peeked through the window to know who the people were. And mother of God, it's cops. I started to shit in my pants on thinking about what could possibly done that they turn up at my door. Adrenaline makes me remember about Walter White from Breaking Bad. I'm so tensed at the moment, I think of escaping from the back door and whatnot. I took a deep breath, calmed myself and believed that I did not do anything wrong to be arrested. I opened the door, and I see 4 cops standing with the handcuffs, and I see a veteran couple in their mid-70s standing at a distance. My mind went numb due to all this fuss, and the officer asked, "Are you Mr. Insaf?" And I answered, "Yes, I am." He said that I was constantly shouting and yelling from the past 3 hours about Gulag, the Soviet camps for prisoners, and in-game it was a place where you fight 1 versus 1 to return back to the match, taking my gun, reloading it and shooting all the people in the street and even throwing grenades in different houses. I was shell-shocked to hear that. I started having panic attacks and I said, "Sir, this might be misinformation, I never did that." They told me that they're very confident that it was me who did that. I again became anxious. Then, it appeared to my mind that from the past 3 hours, I was playing a shooting game and I was yelling at my numbskull teammates to do all of which the cops said, in the game. I calmed down and smiled at the officers and told them that it was a game, and I explained all the things to them and they agreed to it, but on the safer side, they told that they'll search for any potential threats and I agreed to it. I searched the house for about half an hour and found nothing, and then I showed them the game and told my dumbass fuckery to them. They kindly apologized for all the mess and then left my home. I saw them approach the neighbors and explain to them about all the fuss. I'm so relieved right now, and honestly, when I saw the cops at first, I believed it was my fate to die in a prison camp somewhere in some isolated place. I blamed movies for that XD. I'm now back at my former place with my setup far away from balcony, playing God of War and trying to escape the embarrassment that I felt today. Let me know what y'all felt about this. Too long didn't read, played a military sorta game, neighbor misheard my yelling about killing and rampaging and thought I was a psychopath about to go on a killing spree. Cops show up, I explained my fuck up, they understood and left. The equivalent of Vietnam flashbacks. Good thing that the older couple didn't decide to eliminate the threat before it's too late. Angry couple loading a shotgun. Maybe he just couldn't be asked listening to you shouting anymore and knew that would shut you up. Nah bro, I wasn't shouting like a savage. It's just like we play games, I was just furious but didn't expect this much forces in return. Paraphrase help. Also, don't be that guy who plays with the volume so high. Yes, a major lesson learned today. Cops show up /Sayadin Safe 123, it was at this moment, he knew, he fucked up. So precise Lamau. Today I fucked up by stealing a cancer patient's hat. I read another Today I fucked up today about a server who accidentally offered someone with dwarfism a child's menu, and it made me reminisce about one of my own massive FUs accrued whilst working in food service. When I was a teen, I used to work in the kitchen at a band camp. The camp had a strict no hats in the dining hall policy, which was playfully enforced by the kitchen staff, who would try to sneak up behind the kid, steal their hat, and then give it to the dean of counselors, who would return it at the end of the week. 99% of the time this was a boisterous and playful experience, and fun for everyone involved. Until the Tuesday I came in after my day off the day before. Camp started that Monday, so I hadn't seen of the campers for that session yet and had no idea who was who. We set up for lunch, and I got stationed at the head of the line restocking silverware and plates. Prime spot for hat snagging. It was on. The kids came in, and not 10 minutes into service I see this kid walk in wearing a Dodgers hat. Like any good Giants fan, I took this as a sign from the baseball gods that they wanted a sacrifice, and stealthily snuck up behind him. Before he had a chance to react I snatched his hat with an aha, and held it above him in the air. At which point I looked down and realized this kid was 100% going through chemotherapy. The hat was obviously to help hide what it was doing to his hair, and there I was, grinning like a complete dumbshit, waving it above his head. Obviously I gave it back the second I realized what was going on, but there's no coming back from that. The kitchen manager grabbed me by the scruff of my neck and dragged me outside, where she laid into me for a solid 15 minutes before we both realized no one had told me about the staff meeting the day before where it was explicitly stated that no one was to confiscate hats that session. Real fucking cool. Oh yeah, I still wake up in a cold sweat thinking about that moment at least a few times a year. AMA. Too long didn't read, confiscated a hat, had my pride confiscated instead. Funnily enough I doubt they get a 15-minute bollocking for mismanagement and failing to inform you of the change. Thank you for this post though, I genuinely feel bad on you and the kid's behalf. Seriously unfortunate. Agreed. And I hope the poor kid understood it wasn't a malicious intent and all was alright between you and him. Today I fucked up by breaking my FWB/ONS rules. Please note this Today I fucked up did not happen today, but 6 years ago. I have always been a monogamous relationship jumper, however 6 years ago I decided to give FWB and ONSs a try. I liked this guy and we agreed to skip the whole dating thing and get down to business. I prepped like any other girl did 6 years ago, read Cosmopolitan, asked my single friends how they do it. They all gave me the same cardinal rule. Get in, get off and get out. Simple enough. So this fella and I get food, a horrible hibachi place complete with cold food and crying babies, and go back to his place for the adult sexy time. It goes as well as you'd expect. And when over I prepare to thank the man for the sex and leave, but he extends the invite to stay over. Cosmo did not prepare me for this. What the ever-loving Christ do? I stay. Cut to the next morning. Now I'm not a late day sleeper. Due to my job, back then, I'm conditioned to wake up extremely early. This morning however I wake up late, by my standards anyway, at like 8:30 AM. The fella has to get ready for work, so he goes to the only bathroom in his apartment. So laying there confused about what to do next, I feel a familiar sensation. I have to pee. Like first thing in the morning levels of pee. Internally panic. WTF do I do? He's in the bathroom, and we've just slept together. I can't go in there and pee, we don't know each other like that. So I run through scenarios late perfectly still, hoping he comes out in like 2 minutes. That's risky. Go to the kitchenette area and pee in the sink. Nope, he has a roommate and I can't predict his move patterns. Also there were dishes in the sink from the night before. Either note and haul ass out the apartment to the nearest restaurant with a public bathroom. Also too risky since I don't know the area well enough to pick the right direction. Then I notice he has an odd number of wastebaskets in his bedroom. Aha. So genius me decides that I'll do a good old number one in one of the wastebaskets and quickly wash it out before he is out of the bathroom. It is now or never, so I position myself over the basket and proceed. Everything seems to be going according to plan, till I hear the bedroom door open and the fella walks in on me midstream. The eye lock is intense, I am full of shame and he is shocked. out. I immediately go into deer in headlights mode, frantically finished and drying myself with tissues and rushing to empty the contents into the freshly available toilet and excessively cleaning the wastebasket. After 2 full scrub downs and a bleach bath, I get my clothes, thank him for the sex, apologize for what I did to his trash can and proceed to vacate the apartment. He counters with an offer of breakfast which I oddly agree to, and the rest is history. We ended up dating officially and getting married 3 or so years later. TL doctor, when you gotta go, just ask. And don't do it in trash cans. Trying to imagine how you continued to relieve yourself once he caught you midstream. Like, hey, one moment. At the end of that you pretty much have to get married. What could possibly get worse? Yeah, he has said the same thing. Lol. This was a roller coaster, lol. Thanks for the great post. Did he not even ask the reasoning behind the pissing in a can choice? Oh no, he did. Honestly, very cute.